right, children, we are going to make a, what is this thing called? A pow. We're going to need this microphone, aren't we? What's up, Niños? Today we are going to go through a little walkthrough here on how to make a PowToon video to explain a topic. This is a skill that you're going to need in order to be successful in this class that you are in right now. This is what your teacher wants you to know. So we are going to go through here. We're going to take a template and we are going to customize it together. You're going to follow along with me, and we're going to take our template and we are going to turn it into an informational video about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's why I have this weird thing on my face here, because I am trying to be Leonardo. All right, Leonardo. All this, I'm not sure if this is blue or purple. I'm not too good with my colors, but you can call me Donatello or Leonardo, whatever seems to be more appropriate. So we are going to start with this template here called Book Report, and your teacher should have this posted for you in Google Classroom. So you should be able to get the link directly to this template in Google Classroom, and you should be sitting on this screen right here. And once everyone's here, we are going to go and click Edit in Studio. So this is going to open up a template for us, which we are going to then go and customize. And we're going to work along together with this, okay? You're going to make yours exactly the way I tell you to. Follow me step by step. Don't get ahead. Don't try to do your own thing. Just stick with me. This will be quick and easy. And then when you make your next PowToon video, you're going to have a little bit more freedom to create it your way. I just want you to learn how these tools work and how to put one together here to start with. All right, so hello, my name is, and you can go ahead and put your name there, all right? So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to drag and highlight that whole thing, including the parentheses, and I'm going to put Mr. Brown. I can't see my keyboard because of my mask. All right. Actually, I'm going to put EdTech Mr. Brown because that's my performance name here. Notice how I went to a new line, so I'm going to grab this little handle on the box and stretch it out a little bit to make sure that it still fits on the same line. And down here where it says book title, double click on all that, and I'm going to put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And look how it doesn't fit at all. So I'm going to hold down Shift and press the up arrow until I've highlighted everything, and I need to drop this font way down. So I picked like 18 there, and now it fits in the blue box, but it's not big enough, right? So what I'm going to do is put my cursor right before the N in Ninja, and I'm going to hit Shift Enter to bring that down to the next line. Then I'm going to double click and highlight all this again. And then I'm going to start clicking this little plus font size here and bring my font up until it gets bigger but still fits inside the box. Maybe you want to change it to center. I'm going to do that. I'm going to change mine to center. All right. And we could change the font as well. We want to make it Studio. Let's try that. Boom. Look at that. That looks better. All right. So now we've got hello. My name is EdTech Mr. Brown. Yours will have your name there, and you're going to put, I'm doing a report on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that is our slide 1. That's all we need to do to change slide 1. Everybody with me? All right. She's with us also? They're all caught up? Check your partner. Check your friend next to you. Make sure they're all caught up here because we're about to move on to slide 2. All right, slide 2. What we're going to do is we're going to change each one of these to our different information. So we're going to start with this one here, and where it says book title, we're just going to put TMNT, which is the abbreviation for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And TMNT is, all right, so we're going to change this little block here with says name of author. I'm going to click that to highlight it and press delete on my keyboard to get rid of it. This box, I'm going to take it, grab that handle, I'm going to stretch it out across here because we're about to put some more information in here about what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are. And we know that it's going to be a lot of text, so we're going to want to go ahead and drop this all the way down, probably to size 14. All right, the other link that you should have in your Google Classroom is the TMNT project data. So that's edtechmrbrown.com/TMNT project data, and that is going to give you all of the stuff that we need to know about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in order to make this project. So you can see we're going to have a page in our presentation about each one of the characters, the 4 main Ninja Turtle characters, and we've got an introduction paragraph and some pictures and everything to choose from. So what I want you to do first of all is to go over here and pick which one of these introductions do you want. And again, you don't have to write any of this. I'm trying to make this really easy on you. You're just going to copy paste this. Don't ever copy paste things normally for a project, okay? But this is a very unique situation here where I have personally made this for you to copy and paste. So you're going to just pick whichever one of these introduction paragraphs you want to use. Highlight it all, Control-C to copy. We're going to go back to our template over here and then Control-V to paste it. Double-click, highlight, Control-V to paste. Boom, there we go. So we've got our text all on there, and as you can see, we can make this a little bit bigger. Okay, we can make this bigger. We're going to plus up on this font size here, fill in the screen a little bit more. So now we've got our introduction paragraph. All right, let's go back up to slide 1 here, and I'm going to preview this. Notice that it's got the font, the text coming out here, scrolling across the screen. That is one of the key features of the template that we're working with, all right? So now we already have slide 1 done. And we have slide 2 done. Let's go on to slide 3 where it says plot summary of the book. Let's take this top one here and we're going to make our first character here. We're going to call this one Leonardo. So we're going to change that to Leonardo. And again, where it says book title, we're going to put TMNT again. TMNT. All right. Now we've got 3 sentence things here that we don't need, right? We only, well, you know what? Let's use each one of those. So we're going to go back over to our TMNT project data, and I want you to pick out 3 things about Leonardo. You can pick any one or any 3 of these things here. There's a lot of facts here about Leonardo, about his personality traits, his skills and interests, the fact that he's the blue mask, that he does twin katana swords, all right, that he is the team leader. So you're going to pick any 3 facts off of there about Leonardo, and you're going to copy and paste them into sentence 1, sentence 2, and sentence 3. So I'm going to pick, first of all here, that his primary weapons are the twin katana swords, because they're cool. And I'm going back over here to sentence 1, double-clicking to highlight it all, Control-V to paste. And again, I can grab that little handle, stretch it out a little bit more, right, to make it fit on there. Okay, sentence 2, I'm going back over here to pick me another fact. Oh, I like that he's honorable and respectful, which is Bushido, part of the samurai code. All right, so I'm going to go back over here, Control-V to paste that one. And let's see, I need one more thing here. That he's caring and protective of his brothers. That's what I'm going to choose. You don't have to pick the same 3 as me. Pick whatever 3 you want. Double-click highlighting, Control-V to paste, and I'm going to stretch that with the little handle there. I'm going to stretch that box out to make it fit a little bit better. So now we need to go ahead and add a picture of Leonardo. So I'm going to go back over here. I've got some options of pictures here for Leonardo, and I'm just going to right-click to copy one of those. Come back over here, click anywhere in my slide, and Control-V to paste. And there, we now have our picture of Leonardo, which I'm going to push over here to the side. You know what? We didn't do a picture of the whole team, so let's go back and get that too. We're going to go back to slide 2. I'm going to scroll up here. You've got a couple of options here. You got 3 different options of the entire Ninja Turtle team to choose from. So go ahead and pick one of those 3 pictures, and we're going to control, again, I right-clicked, copy, and now I'm back over here to my slide 2. Click anywhere in the slide, Control-V to paste it, and now I can use these little handles to resize it if I need to, because I do. I need to get it to fit up there. Now I've got that on here, and notice it goes over the edge a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. Watch. I'm going to go back up here to the beginning and start this over again, and let's see what it looks like. Is this a preview button? Let's try this preview video button.
Hello, my name is Tech Mr. Brown, and I'm doing a report on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. TMNT, get ready to meet our 4 of the most unique heroes around. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, once ordinary pet turtles, a chance encounter, blah 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 blah. Oh look, there goes the picture. Leonardo, primary weapons, honorable and respect, caring and protective of his brothers.
All right, so that's all we've got so far, so I'm going to hit escape. I'm just going to hit escape to stop that preview. So it's working. What we've got so far is working. It even has music and everything. All right, so we're going to go on to slide 4. Slide 4 here. So we have our introduction. We have Leonardo. And the next one we're going to do, if we look at our data on our project page data here, is Donatello. So we're going to go back over here. And again, where it says continued, I'm going to change that to TMNT. And on the top one, I'm going to put Donatello. And notice it doesn't matter that we're not doing a plot summary. And it also doesn't really matter that we're not doing a book report, because we're changing this template to whatever we want it to be. These pictures of books and stuff here, technically we could go and delete those and change those to something else. But we're going to kind of cover over them with our Ninja Turtle picture today, just to learn a little bit about these basic skills. All right, so let's grab our Donatello picture. I'm going to go back over here, pick one of these 3 Donatello pictures. I'm going to right click on it, copy the image, go back over here, click in my blank space, Control V to paste it. And there goes my Donatello picture. I'm going to slide it over here. All right, and if I wanted to make it smaller or something, I can. If I need to make it bigger, I can. Use those little handles on the corner of the box to resize it. All right, so now I need my 3 facts about Donatello. 3 facts about Donatello that I want to include. I'm going to say that he is the mask color purple this time for my sentence 1. Boom. I need a second fact here. I'm going to say that he is his primary weapon is the bow staff, which is cool also. I have a really cool bow staff. I need to learn, what to do with it, though, so I can be cool like Donatello. And then I need a third fact. Again, I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to talk about his role in the team is that he's the brains, the inventor, and he's tech support. Oh, my goodness. He should be my favorite. Yeah, let's pretend my mask is purple now. So now I'm officially Donatello. Ooh, look, I stretched it out and it still didn't fit. So that's okay. That's okay. We're going to leave it. I'm going to let it be like that, okay? So now I have my Donatello slide done. I've got my 3 facts. I've changed the Donatello and the TMNT, and I've got a picture already super quick. Here we are. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 slides done. We're moving on to slide number 5. Clicking on slide number 5 over here in our template on the left. And we're going to go to the book title, and we're going to change that to TMNT because that's what we're learning about. And who is this one going to be? This one is going to be Michelangelo. If I look back over here to my data page, Michelangelo is the next Ninja Turtle that we're going to talk about here. So this top one where it says strength stuff, I'm going to change to Michelangelo. Again, it didn't fit, so I'm going to grab that, stretch it out there. Still my O's on the second line. I'm going to stretch it out a little more. All right, but look, I don't know how to spell, so I've spelled Michelangelo wrong. So I'm going to right-click on that. Right-click on Michelangelo, or did it get it? Maybe that fixed it. Nope. How do I spell Michelangelo? Michelangelo. Michelangelo. That's how I try to spell things. Got to pronounce it all weird. All right, there we go. Our little lines went away. We have it spelled correctly. So now I'm just going to hit this minus the size of the font here until I get Michelangelo to fit in the picture or in the blue box. I need my Michelangelo facts. All right, his primary weapons are the nunchaka. Double clicking on sentence 1, Control V to paste. I need my second fact here. I'm going to say that he is the fun one, the optimist, and the social glue. I'm going to right-click and highlight, right-click and copy. Going down here to sentence 2, double-clicking to highlight, Control-V to paste. And that went down to a second line, but that's okay. In fact, I'm going to pull this a little bit closer and give me a little bit more room over here for my Michelangelo picture. So I'm actually going to shrink the box with the handle on that one. Sentence 3. I'm going to go with his notable skills and interests of skateboarding. Double clicking and highlighting sentence 3. Control V to paste that. Going to grab my little handle of the box here and drag it back a little to match the other one. It's okay that it goes down to the next line. All right, now I need to add my picture of Michelangelo. So I'm going to go back to the data page. I'm going to right click on a Michelangelo picture and pick copy. Back over here on slide 5, I'm going to click anywhere in the blank space. Control V to paste my Michelangelo picture. Click and drag him over there, and I'm going to have to shrink him a little bit to make him fit on there better, okay? Let's see here. Let's add an animation to Mr. Michelangelo. Let's add an animation here. So what we're going to do is click on our Michelangelo picture, and we're going to kind of animate the way that it comes into the slide. And we can also do this very importantly here. See this little thing down here on the bottom says we're at 10 minutes and 50 seconds or whatever into our slide. Maybe we want our Michelangelo picture to pop up right away. So we drag it back here to that. Okay. Notice that's where we're at in our slide. So I'm going to go back here and grab my little Michelangelo picture also. I'm going to click and drag that down the timeline here. I'm going to pull it down here to where we want it to show up. Okay, so now it's going to pop in at that point instead of at the very end of the slide. Okay, I want to make it last longer though, so this box here with the fade in and the fade out, I'm going to put my cursor on that little line there between the image and the fade out, where I get the little double arrow, click and hold, and then I'm going to stretch that. Okay, I'm going to stretch it because I want it to go all the way across the whole time the slide is on there. Okay, I can click away from there, and my Michelangelo picture is going to be there. Click back on him again, and let's also go ahead and add an animation to it. Okay, we're going to learn a little special trick here. We're going to add an animation, so we're going to click on our Michelangelo guy, and then we're going to click Settings. We're going to click Settings, and we're going to go to Effects. Effects. All right, the first effect is going to be how it comes into the slide. So you can roll your little mouse wheel here, and you can pick out any of these effects that you want. I'm going to pick Smear just to see what it looks like, okay? And then I also need to pick an exit effect, or I could have no effect if I want it to be no effect. It's currently set to fade. I'm going to change it to down. I want it to disappear out the bottom of the slide when it moves on. Okay, once I have these selected, all I do is just hit the exit button, click away from him, and that should be good to go on there. Let's see. You know what we also need to do? While we're here on the Michelangelo slide, let's go for another exciting idea. We're going to change the color of these text boxes here to orange for Michelangelo. So I want to be real careful here. I want to make sure I'm not clicking on the text box itself, but I want to go just beyond that to where I'm highlighting the blue box. Click on that. Notice I get the little blue color there. So let's change this one to orange. All right, we're going to do the same thing with the box above. I want to make sure I'm not picking the text, but I'm picking the blue box behind it, selecting the color, changing it to orange. All right, let's go do the same thing for our other turtles that we've already learned about. So let's go back to slide 4 here to Donatello. And Donatello is what color? What color is Donatello, guys? Yes, very good. He's purple. Donatello's purple. So we're going to go ahead and click the color here, and we're going to change it to purple. We're going to do the same thing with the TMNT box underneath here. We're going to click that box, the blue box, not the text. Click the color circle, and we're going to change it to purple. The color purple circle. We're going to go up here to slide number 3. Leonardo is already blue. That's what we want to leave that. And the first one, TMNT, we'll just leave that blue also. All right. Moving on to slide 6. So we're going to go ahead here and click on slide 6. Very beginning of slide 6. And we need to, let's try to add our Raphael picture right at the beginning here and see if that causes us to have any better luck with the image staying on there. Add an image. What have we been doing? We've been doing upload an image. How have we been doing this? We've just been dragging and dropping it. Oh, I've been copy-pasting my images. All right, so I'm going to go get me a Raphael image here. I'm scrolling down. I'm going to right-click and copy on an image of Raphael, and then I'm going to go over here, click anywhere in the blank space, and Control-V to paste our Raphael picture. And I'm going to drag him over here to the side, shrink him down a little so that we have plenty of room for our text. All right. Book title. What are we changing book title to? Anybody remember? This is the, many times we've been doing this now. That's right. TMNT for the book title. Weaknesses of, we're going to change that because we're not worried about the weaknesses of the book. We're worried about learning who Raphael is. Who is Raphael the Ninja Turtle? And we are going to go back over here to our data page, and we need to go pick some facts about Raphael. We need to pick some facts about Raphael. So he is the twin size. He operates with his twin size. Double click in sentence 1, Control-V to paste there. Going back to pick me out a second fact here, that he is fiercely loyal and protective. Highlighting that, I can right click to copy, or I can Control-C. Back to PowToons. Double clicking and highlighting sentence 2. Control-V to paste that there. I need to go get me a third one. His notable skills and interests: that he's the strongest of the brothers, an intense fighter, and has street smarts. I'm going to highlight that. Control-C to copy. Back over to PowToon. Double click and highlight sentence 3. Control-V to paste. Okay, I can click away from there to be able to see that. And it looks like it might be blocked by my preview here. So if I'm going to be worried about that, I can click each one of these. Just kind of pull it up a little bit. By the way, I held down Shift as I clicked each one. Held down Shift while I clicked each one of those little paragraphs there, those sentences. I'm also going to keep holding down Shift. I'm going to click and drag. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let go. I'm going to click and drag up here at the top and make sure I'm selecting all of those boxes. And then I'm going to move them all up at once here. That way I get it clear of my little, what's that thing called? Let me put the picture over the top of it. Watermark. I'm going to get it clear of my watermark. All right. So we've got Raphael. Oh, we need to change Raphael's color. So his blue box, we're going to change to red. We're going to change Raphael's blue box to red. Blue box to red on both of those. All right. So we have learned everything about our 4 Ninja Turtles. We have a couple slides left here. We got one more slide. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to double click this one on book title. Change it to TMNT. Overall analysis. I'm going to put favorite turtle. Favorite turtle is what we're going to put on this last slide here, okay? So we are going to only need 2 sentences, so I'm going to click sentence 3 and backspace to erase it. Favorite turtle, TMNT. You can change the color of this box also. I'll allow it if you want to go ahead and change the color of the box here, just to get a little bit more practice on that. I'm going to change mine to green. And now I'm going to pick who is my favorite turtle. Pick your own favorite. You don't have to pick mine. Remember, you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose, okay? So you pick your own Ninja Turtle, whoever you think is your favorite. All right, Donatello is what I'm going with. And now for sentence 2, I'm going to put the why. For sentence 2, I'm going to pick why I picked him as my favorite. And I'm going back here to double check. I am going to say that Donatello is my favorite because he's the brains and the tech support. Okay? So I'm going to say, I'm going to use a complete sentence. Donatello is my favorite turtle because he is the brains and the tech support. Donatello is my favorite turtle because he is the brains and the tech support. I'm going to put a period on the end of that. Boom. Click away from it. All right, so now I have that done. My last slide here says thank you, and I'm okay with that. So we have gone through here and we have customized all 8 of these slides. I'm going back to the beginning. Very first slide here. I'm going to go up here. Oh, book report. We should probably change the name, right? You could go change the name if you want to. Change it to, what's your name? Your name is Bobby, right? This is Bobby Joe TMNT project. That's what you're going to call it. Bobby Joe TMNT project, okay? And click away from there to save that. I'm going to go up here and preview my video, and now I should get all the way through with all of my changes and learn about Ninja Turtles, or more importantly, be teaching others about Ninja Turtles, because that's the goal of my project here. I want to share this with others and them to learn. So I'm going to click preview. Your preview should be going at the same speed as mine, right? Your same thing should be popping up on the screen, same amount of time pretty much. Your fact should be popping up about Leonardo. Your fact should be popping up about Donatello right about now. I'm on my Michelangelo slide. Are you on your Michelangelo slide, or at least progressing? Raphael, we're going to learn about Raphael now. Boom. Now who's my favorite turtle? My favorite turtle, Donatello and the Y. Your favorite turtle should have been on there. Thank you. The end. So we made a whole project about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It is about 1 minute and 21 seconds long, according to the template. I'm going to click away from there. Now, we are done. So what we would do is we would export this. We're going to take our finished video. We're going to click on export. And we cannot download an MP4 because we're not paying for a free one, or for a premium account. We can download, we could put it on YouTube. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. Dun, dun, dun. So I can add my YouTube account here, all right. You may not be able to do that as a student account, so let's not do that. I'm going to hit cancel. So now we're going to share our video. We're going to go up here to export, and we can't download it because we're not paying for a premium account. So we're going to get a link to share our video. Look at that. Pops us up here. We hit the little copy link button. And now you've got a link to your video that you can go and turn in, probably in Google Classroom, right? Wherever your teacher wants you to share this. Maybe it's going to be on a Padlet board. You're going to go and share your video with the rest of the class so that they can learn about Ninja Turtles from the amazing PowToon video that you have created. You guys did a fantastic job. I'm just so impressed, and I really feel like I learned a lot about Ninja Turtles, maybe even things I didn't even know before this. So you guys are amazing. Thank you for following along and learning. Have a great rest of your year making PowToon videos.